Welcome to English Please, the podcast where we explore interesting topics in under 10 minutes in clear, intermediate English. I'm your host, Christopher. I live in New York City, and I've always been passionate about languages and how we learn them. Whether you're listening on your way to work or while cooking dinner at home, this show is designed to help you with your English listening and comprehension skills. This week, I received an email from a listener who's been learning English for several years. She told me she speaks pretty well, but she still feels like she sounds too formal or robotic sometimes. She asked me, how can I sound more natural? It's a great question, and it's something that a lot of intermediate learners struggle with. So today, I want to share some practical tips for sounding more natural in English conversations. Okay, let's go. First, let's talk about contractions. In casual spoken English, we shorten words all the time. Instead of, I am going to the store, we say, I'm going to the store, or even, I'm gonna go to the store. Instead of do not, we say don't. Instead of I would like, we say I'd like. If you always use the long forms like I am, do not, would not, you'll sound too formal, like you're reading from a textbook. Native speakers almost never say I am in a normal conversation. Practice using the short forms when you speak, even if it feels strange at first. Also, when you start using contractions yourself, you'll find it easier to understand them when you hear spoken English as well. Second, occasionally use small filler words when you're thinking. When native speakers talk, we don't speak in perfect sentences. We use words like and while we're thinking about what to say next. For example, I was thinking about going to the park, if the weather's nice. You don't want to use too many filler words because that can sound bad, but using them a little bit makes you sound a little more human and less like a robot. Third, pay attention to which words you emphasize when you speak. In English, we stress certain words in a sentence and say them louder or with more energy. For example, in the sentence, I didn't say you were wrong, the meaning changes depending on which word you stress. I didn't say you were wrong, with emphasis on I. That means someone else said it, not me. I didn't say you were wrong, with the emphasis on say. That means I suggested it or implied it, but I didn't actually say the words directly. I didn't say you were wrong, emphasis on you. This means I said a different person was wrong, not you. If you speak with the same tone for every word, everything will sound flat, and it's harder for people to understand what you mean. Practice changing your tone. Make your voice higher at the end of questions, emphasize important words, and use pauses for effect. Fourth, learn the phrases that native speakers actually use in everyday conversations. Instead of saying, I'm very busy, try, I'm really busy, or I've got a lot going on. Instead of I understand, try, I get it, or that makes sense. These small changes make you sound much more natural. But here's the important part. Don't try to learn hundreds of phrases all at once. Just focus on the ones you hear often in movies, podcasts, or real conversations. If you hear something many times, it's probably useful. Fifth, and this is maybe the most important tip, relax. One of the biggest reasons people sound unnatural is because they're thinking too much about grammar while they're speaking. This makes you stop and start, correct yourself, and you lose your natural flow. It's okay to make mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes too. We say, we restart sentences, we forget words sometimes. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to communicate and be understood. If you want to practice natural conversation with structured lessons, the English Listening Accelerator has 10 lessons about real-life situations, like small talk with colleagues, ordering food, talking about hobbies. Each lesson includes practice where you can repeat the audio to improve how you sound. There's a free sample at comullen.com/listen if you want to try it. Sounding natural in English takes time and practice, but the good news is the more you listen to and talk with native speakers, the more natural you'll become. Don't be afraid to copy the way people speak in movies, podcasts, or conversations. That's actually one of the best ways to learn. Again, I'm Christopher, and I want to invite you to join me in future episodes of English Please to hear about a variety of topics, all focused on helping you with your English. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts, and let's continue this adventure together in clear, understandable English. Sincere thanks, as always, for your support and for listening. See you soon!